Hello everyone, very good evening and welcome to this live session regarding part 6 for the SSC CGL, Railways and SSC CHSL examinations. Okay, hope your preparation for these exams is going on well. Right, so in the first 5 parts we have seen till 150 questions. In this part we are going to deal with 50 more questions from 151 to 200. Right, hope you are ready. So let's not waste our time and let's move on to the first question of the day. Yes, here is the first question, the 151st question. How many members of the State Legislative Council are elected by the Legislative Assembly? So is it 1/6 of the members, 1/3 of the members, 1/12 of the members, 5/6 of the members? Yes. What is the right answer? It is 1/3 of the members is the right answer. Okay, 1/3 are generally elected by the members of legislative assemblies, that is MLAs. 1/3 are elected by local bodies like municipalities, etc. Right? 1/12 are elected by graduates. Again 1/12 are elected by teachers, and remaining is how much is remaining? Yes, 1/6. 1/6 are nominated by the governor from arts, literature, social science, etc. Okay, clear with this? Yes, moving on to the next question. Who among the following is acknowledged as the pioneer of local self-government in India? The pioneer of local self-government. Yes, it is Lord Ripon. Lord Ripon is the right answer. He was the Viceroy of India between 1880 to 84. So he has introduced elections to the local bodies, particularly in the Madras Presidency. So that's why he is called as the father of local self-government. The accounting year of Reserve Bank of India runs from, generally the financial year is for India, it is from 1st April to 31st March, right, of the current year to next year's 31st March. This is a financial year, right? So what about the RBI's accounting year? It is from 1st July to 31st June of the next year. Clear? Next. Place chronologically the following treaties. Yes. What could be the right answer? The right answer is, first is Treaty of Salbai with the Marathas. Next is Treaty of Seringapatnam in the year 1792 with the Tipu Sultan, right, the ruler of Mysore. Anglo-Carnatic Wars. Next is Treaty of Basin, again with Marathas, and next is Treaty of Amritsar with the Punjab. Okay, 4, 3, 2, 1 is the right answer. Next, the term of a Vice President of India is, the term of Vice President of India is also the ex officio chairman of Rajya Sabha, right? Generally, he is elected as Vice President of India. He continues as Chairman of Rajya Sabha. There is no separate election or a nomination for Chairman of Rajya Sabha, right? So, what is the term of Vice President of India? Though the term of Rajya Sabha is 6 years, but the term of Vice President is 5 years only. Okay, this is an exception. Clear with this? The Spice Garden of India is it Himachal Pradesh, Karnataka, Kerala or Assam? The spices. The Europeans have come to India, the European traders have come to India for spices, the rich spices in India, particularly in the state of Kerala is the right answer. Okay. Vasco da Gama, the Portuguese person, comes to India in the year 1498 and reaches Calicut. Calicut is a present Kozhikode. The communal electorate was introduced for the first time in India is the communal electorate. Communal electorate means separate elections for different groups of people. Particularly at the time it was introduced for Muslims for the first time. So Muslim people will elect their own leader. So this is called communal electorate or separate electorate, introduced in 1909 through Morley-Minto reforms. Right. So Minto is called as the father of communal electorate or separate electorate. The Simon Commission was boycotted by the nationalist leaders of India because the Simon Commission established or commenced from the year 1927 was boycotted because all the 7 members, there were 7 members in the commission, all of them were English people or Europeans. There was no Indian in it. That's why Indians were protesting against the Simon Commission, which has come to check the constitutional reforms established through Montagu-Chelmsford reforms 1919. An image formed by a concave mirror on a screen is called. Concave mirror is a divergent mirror. Sorry, convergent mirror. Convex mirror is a divergent mirror, right? So it forms a real image. Okay, real image is an image which can be caught on screen. Sorry, which cannot be caught on screen. Virtual image can be caught on screen. Stagflation is a situation of stagflation. Stagflation means what? There is high inflation as well as high unemployment. What do you mean by inflation? Inflation means increase in prices, right? There is increase in prices. Generally, if there is unemployment, that means people doesn't have enough money, right? So that the prices should go down. But here the inflation is high and the unemployment is high. This case is called as stagflation. That means there is a stagnation as well as inflation. Which is the only train which runs between Kolkata and Dhaka. Dhaka is the capital of Bangladesh, yeah? So it is Maitri Express. Maitri Express. It is running between Kolkata and Dhaka. Who was the founder of city of Agra? These are the Delhi Sultanate rulers. City of Agra in Uttar Pradesh. It was founded by Sikandar Lodi, the son of Bahulal Lodi. Bahulal Lodi was a founder of Lodi dynasty. Okay, the last dynasty in Delhi Sultanate. Who is the last ruler of Delhi Sultanate as well as Lodi dynasty? It is Ibrahim Lodi, the son of Sikandar Lodi. Okay. Article 17 of the Indian Constitution is related to, hope you have gone through the fundamental rights. Article 17, it comes under equality articles, right, from 14 to 18. What does 17 deal with? Prohibition of untouchability. Equality before law is 14. Abolition of titles is 18. Prohibition of child labor is 23. Yes, so prohibition of untouchability is article number 17. The fundamental right, prohibition of untouchability. All forms of untouchability is prohibited in India. Which organ has finger-like outgrowths which are called as villi? Singular, it is villus. So these are used for absorption of the food materials in the small intestine. Okay, small intestine has these villi outgrowths to absorb the food materials after it is synthesized. Next, who decides whether a bill is a money bill or not? Very easy question. So who decides whether it is a money bill or not? It is the Speaker of Lok Sabha has the powers to decide whether it is a money bill or not. So only the Speaker has the power. After the money bill is passed in the Lok Sabha, it is sent to Raj Sabha with the seal of Speaker saying it is a money bill. Okay, and Raj Sabha has only 14 days time to deal with the money bill, right? Match the following. So the second column we have the name of the cyclones. So tropical cyclones have different names at different places or in different seas or oceans. So you have to identify them. The only tropical cyclones between the Tropic of Cancer and Capricorn, these cyclones are named. Okay, so tropical cyclones in, the actual name of cyclones is in Bay of Bengal, right? And what about Willy Willy? Willy Willy is in Australia actually. If you take Australia, we have the Arafura Sea. So which is the right option? 3, 4, 2, 1. Typhoons in South China Sea, tornadoes in Gulf of Mexico. Clear with this? Indian Constitution was amended for the first time in. So generally Indian Constitution can be amended under Article 368, right? So it was amended for the first time in the year 1951. So first constitutional amendment was made in the year 1951. Though the constitution has come into force from 26 January 1950, the first amendment was made in the year 1951. Now it has crossed around 125, etc., right? Harshavardhana was defeated by. Harshavardhana was defeated by which of the rulers? It is Pulakesin II. Pulakesin II has defeated the Harshavardhana, the ruler of the Vardhan dynasty. Okay, the famous Buddhist monk Huyen Tsang visits Harshavardhana. Hypermetropia or long sight can be corrected by using. What do you mean by hypermetropia or long sight? Near objects are not visible. That is called long sight. Short sight means you can't see far away objects. Okay, that is called myopia. So which lenses can be used? Convex lenses can be used when you can't see the near objects. Generally older people will have hypermetropia or long sight. Short sight, you can't see far away objects, you can see nearby objects. You can correct it by concave lenses. That is for myopia. What can be the maximum interval between two sessions of parliament? So generally we have three sessions, right? Budget session, monsoon session, monsoon, then winter session, right? So generally there is no saying that we should have all these three sessions in a year, but the constitution says the maximum time between two sessions is 6 months. Very repeated question. 6 months. Whether you conduct budget session or monsoon session or any session, winter session, but the minimum time period between the last day of the one session and the first day of the next session should be 6 months. Okay, even the session goes for one day also, that is not important, but the maximum time between two sessions is 6 months. Which of the following is correctly matched? So correctly matched means we have to choose which is correctly matched. Bandipur is in Karnataka, right? Bandipur Tiger Reserve National Park. Manas National Park is in Assam. Ranthambore, so right answer is Ranthambore is in Rajasthan. Simlipal Tiger Reserve is in Odisha state. State of Malacca separates. Yes, it is also helpful for bank PO, like so just now we have dealt with the national parks, right? And we also have current affairs, some questions. The Strait of Malacca separates. We have Palk Strait, right, between India and Sri Lanka. Palk Strait, Palk. And Strait of Malacca separates Sumatra and Malaysia. We have Sumatra Islands, Java. Here we have Malaysia. So this is the Strait of Malacca. Okay. In the Java island we have the Jakarta, the capital of Indonesia. Okay, this is Sunda Strait between Sumatra and Java. Recently Mount Anaktrova has erupted in the Sunda Strait. Okay. The cabinet mission of 1946 was led by. The cabinet mission of 1946 was led by. So there were 3 members. It was headed by Pethick Lawrence and others were Sir Stafford Cripps and A.V. Alexander. To transfer the power to Indians, the cabinet mission was sent by the British. It had 3 members headed by Pathik Lawrence. Who has been selected for prestigious Saraswathy Saman 2018? So this is a current affair, right? So recently this award was announced by KK Birla Foundation. So anyone who writes in the 22 official languages mentioned in the schedule 8, right? So it was given to K. Shivareddy, a Telugu poet. So he was being selected for this award. Next. On 13th April, India has observed dash anniversary of Jallianwala Bagh massacre in Amritsar, Punjab. So is it 200th anniversary, 100th anniversary, 101st or 99th? So Jallianwala Bagh massacre, the very famous massacre. Lots of scores of people have died because of the Michael Dyer's decision to fire on the innocent people. So it was observed as 100th anniversary. It was actually held on the Baisakhi day. People have gathered to celebrate Baisakhi at Jallianwala Bagh. It's a garden actually on 13th April 1919. So recently we have observed 100th anniversary or centenary celebrations of Jallianwala Bagh. What is the correct sequence of the given clouds from low to high latitudes? So you have to arrange the clouds from the ground to the atmosphere. So if you know which is the lowest cloud and which is the highest cloud, you can easily answer. Let me see who will answer this first. Low to high clouds based on the height. Someone says option number 2. What about others? So which is the highest cloud? Yes, Shubham Negi has given the right answer. Option number D is the right answer. Cirrus is the highest clouds. Highest clouds. Generally all clouds are observed in troposphere only. It is around 7 to 12 kilometers height from the surface. Next is we have cirrostratus, stratus, etc. But the lowest cloud is cumulonimbus clouds, which we observe during a cyclone, right? It is very black in nature or dark in nature, and it has highly destructive capacity. The lowest cloud is cumulonimbus cloud. So from ground to height, if we take first at the ground we have cumulonimbus cloud, and at the highest height we have the cirrus clouds. Clear with this? Sallekhana or fast unto death is observed in, is it Hinduism, Sikhism, Buddhism or Jainism? Sallekhana, fast unto death, is observed in. Sushant Darshan, you have missed out stratosphere, right? Troposphere, stratosphere, mesosphere, thermosphere, like that. Stratosphere is very important after troposphere, where the aeroplanes fly, and ozone layer is also present in stratosphere. So it is observed in Jainism is the right answer. Jainism. Chandragupta Maurya has died because of Sallekhana only, fast unto death. Okay, in Jainism, Sallekhana practice is observed. Okay, today we have this Mahavir Jayanti, right? 24th Tirthankara. Who is the 24th Tirthankara? We have 24 Tirthankaras or Jain leaders. Vardhamana Mahavira, right? Who is the first one? Rishabh Dev or Rishabh Natha. Agriculture involving both crops and livestock is known as? Agriculture involving both crops and livestock. Livestock means animal husbandry, like poultry, fishing, etc., or beekeeping. So it is called as mixed farming, when you mix both crops as well as livestock farming. That is called mixed farming. The call of back to the Vedas was given by? The call of back to the Vedas. Go back to the Vedas. Who has given this call? It is Arya Samaj founder Swami Dayananda Saraswati in 1875. Right? He called the Vedas as the rocks of ages. Go back to the Vedas was the call given by Swami Dayananda Saraswati. Raja Ram Mohan Roy was the founder of Brahmo Samaj. Okay, both of them have founded to reform Hinduism. Okay, they want only one God to be believed, no rituals, etc. The point where an earthquake originates is termed as? The point where an earthquake originates. So suppose this is the surface of the earth. Inside the earth there is a fault, right? There is a disturbance going on with the plate movements, that is called plate tectonics, right? So at the edges of the plates we have this fault. So at this point the earthquake originates. This is called as focus or hypocenter, and the nearest point to the focus and which touches the surface is called as epicenter. This is the most destructive point because it is very nearest to the focus where the earthquake originates. Okay, and we have the first primary waves, then secondary waves, then surface waves, L waves. First primary waves will hit the surface, then secondary waves, then L waves or surface waves. Surface waves are more destructive. Okay, so focus is the point where earthquake originates, and when it touches the surface it is epicenter. That point is called epicenter. What does the 17th parallel separate? Seventeenth parallel separates South and North Vietnam. Okay, Vietnam's capital is Hanoi. So North and South Vietnam are separated by the 17th parallel, like India and Pakistan Radcliffe line, India and Afghanistan Durand line, right? India and China McMahon line. So you have to remember these. The time required by moonlight to reach the earth is, for sunlight it is around 8 plus seconds, 8 point something, right? What about moonlight? Generally moon doesn't emit any light. It is a reflected light from the sun. Okay, moon doesn't emit any light because it is a satellite, and even planets doesn't emit any light. So moonlight, it takes 1.3 seconds to reach the earth. Okay, clear? Match the following. So these are the places, you have to match them with their minerals. 1.3 seconds is the answer. Hazaribagh in Jharkhand, it is famous for what? Neyveli. Hope you know about Neyveli Lignite Corporation in Tamil Nadu. Yes? Yes or no? Rourkela is famous for coal. Yes or no? So Hazaribagh is famous for mica in Jharkhand. Okay, and Jharia is also famous for coal, and these are multiple famous, but the most important mineral is the question. Okay, Rourkela we also find coal also. We also find iron and other bauxite, other minerals also. Next, Addis Ababa is in news. It is the capital of. Addis Ababa is in news. It is the capital of. So recently the Boeing 737 Max was crashed in Addis Ababa, right? So Addis Ababa is the capital of Ethiopia is the right answer. 1 joule is dash. So joule is a unit of work done, right? So work done is equals to force into distance. So force is Newton and distance is meters. Newton meters is the right answer. The urine consists of dash percentage of water, urea and other waste products. I think now the sound is fine. So here we have the New Zealand. New Zealand is separated by Cook Strait. And Tasmania is separated by Bass Strait. Tesla is a unit of magnetic flux or induction or flux density, moment or field. I think now the audio is fine. So Tesla is a unit of magnetic induction or flux density is the right answer. The sale of branded articles is common in a situation of. The sale of branded articles is common in a situation of. This is related to economy. So generally banner articles is seen in the situation of monopolistic competition. There are no equality products, but they sell only banner articles for the rich class, not for every person in the society. In how many time zones has the world been divided into? In how many time zones has the world been divided into? So generally Earth makes or rotates on its own axis in 24 hours, approximately 24 hours, right? It is 23 hours 56 minutes or something like that. So it is divided into how many zones? When I take for 1 hour, it is around 15 degrees, right? Like that we calculate the time zones. So totally we have 24 time zones in the world. Russia has highest time zones, right? The least distance of distinct vision is. We'll deal 200 questions today. So don't worry about that. So what is the minimum distance for a distinct vision? So you have to keep any object before you at least between how much distance? It is 25 centimeters. So the objects must be at 25 centimeters from the human eye. Okay, next. A spinning neutron star is also known as. Spinning neutron star is pulsar. Spinning neutron star is called as pulsar. The beach sands of Kerala are rich in. The beach sands of Kerala are rich in thorium deposits, thorium or monazite deposits. Okay. Kandhamal haldi, which recently got GI tag, that is geographical indication tag, is produced in which of the following states? Kandhamal haldi, the turmeric variety, it is from Odisha state. Recently we got Erode turmeric. Erode turmeric has also got GI tag, right? It is from Tamil Nadu. Erode means it is in Tamil Nadu only. The most important uranium mine of India is located at. The most important uranium mine of India is located at Jadugada. Jadugada. So remember, it is in Jharkhand. Jadugada mine is very famous uranium mine in India. Who amongst the following was the successor of Sikh Guru Harkishan? So we have 10 Sikh Gurus in Sikhism. The first is Guru Nanak, the founder of Sikhism. Right? So Guru Harkishan is the 8th Sikh Guru, and who is the 9th one? Guru Tej Bahadur is the 9th one, and the 10th one is Guru Gobind Singh. Okay. Next. The term Gambit is associated with which of the following sports? Is it basketball, chess, boxing, or golf? The term Gambit is associated with which of the following sport? It is chess is the right answer. In chess you see this Gambit word. So these are also important. Okay. My Story is an autobiography of which famous cricketer? Like Playing It My Way, Sachin Tendulkar, The Test of My Life, Yuvraj Singh, Six Machine, Chris Gayle, right? So autobiographies will also be given. My Story is a autobiography of the Australian cricketer Michael Clarke. So last question of the day, which of the following is an ore of aluminium? Is it galena, cryolite, cinnabar, or Epsom salt? So it is Na3AlF6. It is cryolite. Cryolite is the ore of aluminium, right? Generally bauxite is the ore of aluminium, but this cryolite is also the ore of aluminium. Okay, so thank you so much for joining. We'll meet in the next session, so keep practicing as much you can. Hope you have enjoyed the session, right? Any doubts? No doubts? Hope you have scored well, right? Those who have scored more than 30, very good. If you have scored more than 45, you can forget general awareness for SSC CGL or railways or CHSL. So I'll meet you next time. Thank you so much for joining. Take care. Bye.